today we're going to be applying weight to a pickleball paddle and then measuring the swing weight and twist weight and the different areas we apply this to, what effect that will have. Today we will be using the Diadem weights, so these are very easy to apply. They have an adhesive on one side. This isn't permanent, so if you ever apply weight to your paddle with this Diadem system and it doesn't feel like it's what you wanted out of it, you can always take them off, reapply. That adhesive stays pretty sticky over time, doesn't leave too much residue on the paddle, so it's a great option if you want that predetermined weight in a package set to apply to your pickleball paddle. We will be applying this weight to a PaddleTech paddle that is a standard shape and has a lower weight, so it makes a lot of sense to start with a control-oriented paddle and add some beef to it to help with the plow through that it may have been lacking due to its shape and weight. So without any weight applied, this paddle came in with a swing weight of 74.6 and a twist weight of 9.2. So on the whole scale of swing weight and twist weight, this comes in at a very low swing weight and a very high twist weight, which makes sense because it's a standard shape control-oriented paddle. When you apply weight to your paddle, just make sure that whatever you do on one side of the paddle, you match on the other. You also want to make sure that the location they're at, top to bottom, is at the exact same linear position. So they are balanced overall, there's no difference, no slant on one side versus the other. So to begin, we're going to be applying weight to that 5 and 7 o'clock location. So this location is ideal for adding control. It's going to help with the stability in your hand. I anticipate the twist weight will go up, the swing weight slightly, but the percentage difference is probably going to be higher on the twist weight side than the swing weight. So again, you want to be very careful to make sure whatever location you do on one side, you match on the other. So with these strips, they have an adhesive. It makes it very easy to apply. They do kind of mold to the curves of the paddle easily for you. And then we're just going to make sure that the second one goes same distance from the handle. So this is going to be the first application of weight we apply to the paddle. So we're going to measure that and let you know the difference this generated. So swing weight came in at 75.2. So this was less than 1 point higher than measured without the weight, about a 0.8% increase. Twist weight, on the other hand, came in at 9.5, and this was a 3% increase in twist weight. So applying weight, these are 3 gram pieces each, so 6 grams total was applied to either side of the base of this paddle. And again, it increased twist weight by 3% and swing weight by just under 1%. So now that we've measured at the bottom, that 5 and 7 o'clock area, we're going to apply weight to the 3 and 9 o'clock, so just on the sides of the paddle to see what effect that has. If you're unaware, when you apply weight to the sides of the paddle, you're likely going to see the biggest increase in twist weight, which is going to convey more control, rather than swing weight, which the higher you go, the more swing weight will increase with the weight. Right on the sides, we anticipate that the twist weight goes up the most. So with the weight applied at that 5 and 7 we started with, the twist weight went from 9.2 originally to 9.5. This time the twist weight jumped up to 9.9, so this represents a 7% jump from the original static no weight applied difference and about 0.4 points added since we started with that 5 and 7 o'clock location. The swing weight, on the other hand, jumped to 76.7, so this starting at the rate of 74.6 represents only a 2.7% increase. So again, swing weight not dramatically changed by applying weight at that 3 and 9 o'clock. Twist weight going up almost 8% represents a much bigger jump in numbers. So the last location we're going to apply weight just on its own is going to be the very top of the paddle. So we put 2 pieces on here on either side. You could get away with just 1 on the top. It makes it a lot easier not to have to mirror. The reason I did 2 is these are 3 gram weights, which is a pretty light weight itself. So adding 3 probably wouldn't change the figures that much. So we just wanted to see when we apply 6 grams side by side, what difference it makes when no other weight's applied to the very top of your paddle. So with this weight applied only to the top of this paddle, we did see the biggest increase in swing weight. This jumped up to 79.4. Again, that starting figure was 74.6, so we're up almost 5 points, representing a 6.4% increase in swing weight with just those 6 grams on top. Twist weight did not change much, so starting at 9.2 with no weight, weight on just the top of the paddle came in at 9.3, so this represents only a 1% increase in twist weight. So you'll see that applying weight to the very top of the paddle is going to give you the biggest increase in plow through, not that big a difference in the torsional stability or twist weight. So now we're going to test out applying weight to multiple locations of the paddle. So we have that at the 5 and 7 o'clock. We're going to go ahead at the 3 and 9 o'clock level. We'll make sure this is centered on either side. And so now we have weight at 2 locations, both on the base and on the side of the paddle. So with the weight in 2 locations, we measured the swing weight at 76.7 and the twist weight at 10.1. So the twist weight is 10.1 against the static no weight added, again, was 9.2. And this represents almost a 10% increase in the twist weight by applying weight to 2 locations of the paddle. So last test is gonna be to add weight to the top of the paddle. This is gonna be in 3 locations. So we're gonna have a total of 6 3-gram weights added, so 18 grams added to the paddle entirely. We could do 1 strip on top, but since they're just 3 grams, it's not that significant of a change. So we're just gonna do 2 side by side. Again, we're gonna wanna mirror it. It's one just right next to the other so that it's balanced overall. So going right from the middle and applying it to the left half of the paddle, and then right from the middle on the right half. We're now gonna measure in 3 locations, so the top, middle, and sides of the bottom to see weight all around the paddle. This isn't gonna change too much of the plow through and twist weight in one area, but all of them overall would be the goal. So with weight at all 3 locations, the swing weight was the biggest increase. So this shot up all the way to 81.2 against that original 74.6, representing almost a 9% increase, which makes sense since we're putting weight at the edge of this paddle. It adds the most leverage, the most power, and plow through. Twist weight did not change much from having it in 2 locations, so with all 3 weight locations applied, it came out to 10.2 on the twist weight measurement. This is a 10% above the original starting 9.2, but just a hair above that measurement when we had it at the 2 locations. So twist weight will not change too much when we apply weight to the very top of the paddle, very much so on the sides and a little bit less on the bottom at that 5 and 7 o'clock location. Overall, this should be a good indication of where you apply weight, how that changes plow through and twist weight specifically, and you'll learn that when you apply weight to the bottom or the sides, the swing weight will go up slightly, the twist weight will go up higher. If you apply weight to the very top of your paddle, the swing weight will go up high, the twist weight will not go up as high. So if you're looking to add pure power to your paddle with weight, at the top might be where you start, although this will change the feel in your hand pretty dramatically. If you're just going for an added control, torsional stability with help of the plow through additionally, the sides and bottom are probably gonna be more friendly location. Overall, when you add weight, you should do it incrementally. I wouldn't start with all the weight at once because this will feel very different. It could fatigue your arm, elbow, shoulder just because of what you're used to swinging and what you'll have to adjust to. So if I were you and now wanted to experiment with adding weight to a paddle, I would start on the sides at that 3 and 9 o'clock location. See if it adds the torsional stability, the control that you're after by adding weight. And if it doesn't feel like it's got enough plow through, maybe go towards the top. And if you want even more control, maybe go at the bottom. Overall, applying weight can be a fun way to modify your existing paddle instead of going out and buying a new one just to get more power, plow through, or torsional stability. It's a very easy, low risk process, so applying that again, most of the lead tape or tungsten tape, all the weights we carry on our site will have an adhesive on one side that's easy to apply and unapply. From doing it with this paddle, there's no adhesive left. There's no residue from unpeeling it, so you don't have to worry about it gunking up or anything on the sides of your paddle, your edge guard, when you apply basically any of the tapes that we sell. If you are curious about, applying weight to your paddle, feel free to give us a call, shoot us an email, or drop a comment in the YouTube video. Just let us know, hey, I'm thinking about applying it to this part of my paddle. What do you think the difference would be? If we have time, we have the paddle, we have the weight, we're happy to throw it on our machine, kind of tell you the measurements it read on our end, just to kind of give you a sneak peek of what you can expect. Again, the overall takeaway I would have is 3 grams is not the most weight, so you might have to double up to get a big effect out of applying weight to your paddle. These sides are gonna add the most torsional stability to your play with a little bit of plow through increase. The top of the paddle, the most plow through differences. Weight on the handle is gonna feel a little more stable in your hand. There are downsides to each location. So if I put weight at the bottom, you imagine your hand speed will decrease slightly. If you put weight at the top, same effect, you're not gonna be as fast at the kitchen in those hands battles, but you will deliver more plow through with that added help that the weight would give you. If you're interested in any of our weight accessories, check out that category on our website at pickleballwarehouse.com.